Greetings, gentle viewers! We finally managed to come back alive from the holidays. It was kind of touch and go there for a minute.
Due to the holidays,
Were those scare quotes?
this episode took substantially longer than we expected to put together.
That's a good excuse.
I thought it was good.
But today is a very special day.
The day that no one really asked for or cares about is the day we reveal our identity.
The Opinionator.
We squared. After a year of internet anemone.
You mean anonymity?
Amenemity.
Shakeen!
Seriously, guys, and this isn't a joke. 100 episodes in and you guys are still with us?
Thank you so much for your patience and your support. It is not an exaggeration to say that you guys have changed our lives.
There's too much to thank you guys for that we could fit in here right now, so we'll just leave it at that.
I don't know how much longer this Let's Play is going to go on, but we have to be approaching the end.
Right? We're not gonna have to do another one of these for episode 200, are we?
That may be up to us.
That's a fair point.
In all seriousness, though, we hope you'll stick with us once we're done with Persona 5.
Thanks to the oh-so-subtle reminders from Ken Kaneki,
And a few other people.
we finally have a Discord server,
Hooray!
and we're trying to figure out how to use it.
Because we have no idea what to do. Because we're a bunch of old curmudgeons and cranks who don't know how to do nothing on the internet and has no social media or nothing. Get off my lawn.
Back in my day when we wanted to talk to people, we would walk uphill in the snow both ways.
And send smoke signals. Here's the server ID. From now on, it'll be in our Pili Papa Papa.
Man, how do you find that on the YouTube page?
In all seriousness, we do have a Discord now. Please come and talk. We will
try and be on it as much as we can, but...
I mean, we can't make promises.
Yeah. Come hang out. And if you don't, we'll cry.
You can also go there and tell us how much we suck.
We'll still cry.
Alternately, maybe we won't hold back in the Discord.
Sorry, I had something in my throat.
I'd say that's enough lurking next to this creepy pastel car. Let's get right to it.
Strap yourselves in for episode 100, a palace episode.
That's the way it goes.
We don't pick which episode is 100. 100 episodes pick us. Wait, what? All right, let's go to the palace.
Yes, let's do our best.
Well, considering who's been in our team the whole game, I think this party seems about right. It doesn't seem right to not have Makoto here.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem right to not have Akechi here.
Right?
And I'm not going to stick with Haru here the whole time, but...
We gotta get some more use out of her, you
We
know?
haven't gotten to use her, and now she has Baton Pass.
I know, that was the whole reason.
Also, I do have that horrifyingly powerful Roland medal on Makoto instead of the SP adhesive. Even though I was complaining earlier about using them, I mean, since I've been using them, why would we change at this point?
Right.
In any case,
Here's our current lineup.
Let's give a brief rundown. So, Girimekala, we fought him in the last palace. The problem is he's ridden by the evil one, Mara.
And we don't want to talk about Mara or even acknowledge his existence.
But Girimekala, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, it is so friggin' strong. I mean, it's weak to light, though. That's really bad. But it repels physical. That ability here is kind of pointless, except I can then pass it on to give it to other Persona to repel physical. And its stats are stupid high. I mean, without context, you don't know what those stats would look like on other characters, but they're high.
Take our word for it.
Okay, with an endurance of 40 and repelling the most common attack type, like, he doesn't take damage. And he has Attack Master and Speed Master, for crying out loud. Yeah. The thing is, he has Charge, and so Charge with Assault Dive and Endure.
And Swift Strike.
Well, that's. I mean, Swift Strike is fine, but it's not crazy high single damage guaranteed.
That's true.
But Charge actually made me decide to go ahead and use.
Well, you can also
sucker.
charge and then swap to someone who does have, like, Tempest Strike. That's how it worked before.
That is true. That is true. But having Charge is good enough.
Yep.
So in that myth about the Hecaton carries, or however you freaking say them, I mean, I remember this Greek myth, but...
Me too.
Because, you know, it's like at the very beginning, you get like the whole Prometheus thing, and then this is how Zeus became king of the gods. He fought against, what, Kronos? Or something?
Kronos was their father.
Yeah, okay. Whatever happened to these things? Zeus unleashed these giants to go, you know, fight the gods.
Then they were kind of sent to Tartarus, or Hades, or Tartarus. Hades was the ruler of Tartarus, and...
Were they, or were they just never heard from ever again?
I seem to recall that they were sent to Tartarus for some reason, but I can't... Don't quote me on that. It's been forever since I've read Greek mythology.
Yeah, I don't
used
know.
to read a whole lot back in the day.
I'm suspicious
Like
of
2
that.
decades ago.
So now that this thing's all built up, she's interesting because she's really balanced. Skathak, I have no idea. Skathak. I don't know. I don't have any of the brogue in me.
Thank God.
She's just really well balanced in terms of attacking and magic.
Got Attack Master?
Endure again.
So much endurance.
Okay, Queen Mab, the queen of the fairies. Unfortunately, she looks really stupid, don't you think?
That's how she looked in 4, dude. I don't know what's with
probably-
that Transformer face.
It is a Transformer face. That's probably why I don't remember her. But anyway, with a magic of 43
And concentrate.
and Agidine, she's not actually going to be out damaging on, except for concentrate. Heat up is kind of cool.
Oh yeah, that's pretty good.
It's interesting. I feel like offensively, the current persona we have are kind of nothing special, but there's other characters for offense.
That's true.
Okay, so Kushinada is another one of those like robo-Japanese, like Japanese myth persona, like the Yamato stuff. So Kushinada Hime was the woman who actually was rescued by Susanoo, like it says. This is the Yamata no Orochi myth is like one of the only things that I really know from this stuff. In any case, she looks really awesome, although the combs are maybe a little loud.
Well, I think the combs are a bit cooler than the Matagami or whatever those things were on the other one.
I'm sorry. This looks freaking awesome. You are crazy and your taste is terrible. So, about her though, the way we have her set up, she is a boss fighter. With
Healing,
Repel,
buffing,
Repel Fizz, the most common boss move, almost the only boss move,
Almost.
not going to take damage from. Almighty, sure. But then Marakunda to decrease the defense, Mataru Kaja to increase everybody's attack, and Mediarama with Divine Grace, and freaking Amrita Shower for status. The idea is when it gets to a boss, I'm tired of not having access. She doesn't have Tarunda, it's true, but I can just switch to Kushinada, and Kushinada will support everybody else, crushing the boss.
Plus, she has a resistance to her one weakness.
And the thing that's funny about Valkyrie, which, I mean, it's a Valkyrie, I'm pretty sure everybody knows what those are. But, in addition to that ridiculous hair, what is up with this incredibly feminine horse?
Well, you know, as I understand it, mares are commonly chosen for battle horses for reasons. I heard that somewhere, sometime long ago. I don't know.
Maybe so. I don't know. I think geldings or something? Who knows?
Maybe.
But it's funny how you have, like, the warrior woman with the sexy horse.
Speaking of sexy, or rather not at all.
It's funny how a lot of the old gods, or like one of the 72 demons of the Goetia, all have these weird poses and look bizarre. And the thing that I'm thinking of, does anybody, in sort of like a Jungian cognitive world, does anybody give Pazuzu any power? Do people think of, like, Pazuzu as an ancient devil? Or do people even know who Pazuzu is?
I don't know who Pazuzu is, and I'm looking at his background.
And does anybody care? Well, whatever.
Well, but you see, Damon, our main character is very well knowledged and stuff.
Is that how it works?
I don't know.
I don't think so. Anyway, Aegon, Mudo-on, ailment boost. Everybody has attack master. What do you want? So Ananta.
That's not 1,000 heads.
Well, Hecatoncheires didn't have 100 arms either.
That's fair.
But Ananta actually looks, dignified.
Yeah.
Apparently, this is what Vishnu woke up on to create the universe. So it's like, so Ananta looks, kind of, like I said, dignified, serene.
I think it looks pretty cool.
As opposed to a goddamn monster of nightmares, evil, and death like this. I mean, cancer face.
High five.
No thanks. But nuke boost, Freydine, concentrate, max health, go. I do tend to really like the persona that are just people.
Yeah.
Rather than monsters.
Mm-hmm.
And so Okuninushi is really pretty awesome. A Kunitsu deity of Japanese mythology that governs agriculture and medicine. And I don't know anything about this stuff, like I said. I just don't know very much about, Yamato myth.
Mm-hmm.
What I do know is it's really well-rounded and is going to work out really well. Concentrate, Psy, good fizz hits, and some buffing. Critical buff, woo, and Tarunda. Why am I so excited about this?
Because you spent so much time putting everything together.
No, I feel like I'm not actually all that excited. Okay, 38... I realized I used Kikuri Hime a whole lot in the last palace. 38 magic, Divine Grace, Mediorama, Elect Boost, Zionga, Mazionga. That's why. Plus I have Tetraja, I need that. So I'm still using her. Okay, in addition to looking like Bloodborne, there's yet another Japanese culture myth thingy that I don't know anything about.
Oh, I mean, I'm this sort of practice of fasting into a mummy. That Buddhist monks who eat they drink a special brew, eat a special berry-based diet, and then just sort of entomb them up. And then they turn into, I don't know if Daisojo is the name of what they're called or if this is a specific monk. But because they mummify themselves, they're said to reach into higher enlightenment with Buddha. I don't know why he's a skeleton. He should be a mummy. Well, fine. I just wanted to contribute on the one persona I knew something about.
That's interesting. Really? There's the
That's a practice.
A practice?
That's a maybe it's not a common day practice.
Are you sure that that's not just a legend?
I've heard of it having been done several times in the past. Now, once again, my sources may need some citing, but I have heard that and come across it several times in the own media that I consume.
Huh. So, is this any good? I can see how sometimes we can see the SP numbers of enemies.
Well,
but this... It's do you guys know? I've never really bothered trying. I guess the idea is to refill your own SP.
I didn't really use it too much in 4, because when I first used it, it was 5 or 10 SP.
And you wouldn't really get much from it. It just wasn't worth it. So, about this, I'm sorry. High chance of bless insta-kill to all foes. Excuse me? Really? I already have something like that? And the last thing that I'll say is, I feel sort of bad because I've got a lot of guys vulnerable to light and dark.
It's fine. You've got a few people who resist and repel it too.
Yeah, but I'm just worried about insta-kills. Anyway, enough of our persona, but now you know what we got.
Time for more persona! Well, looks like Billy was right. The practice of Sokushinbutsu is the practice I was talking about. They have found about 24 mummified Buddhist priests to date. They believe that many people, hundreds of them, did it.
That's pretty messed up that people would mummify themselves. The amount of will it would take to do that is tremendous. Although I do have to say, it's called Sokushinbutsu.
Sokushinbutsu.
That kind of sounds like a way you would say socks and boots.
And now I can't take it seriously.
Ha 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 ha! Take that!
I was still right, though. We'll need to somehow get the elevator moving. And for that, we will need to have a member's card. Where are we gonna get one, though? There's not too many places we can go right now. I doubt we will find one simply lying on the ground in the main hall.
There's gonna be one.
I suggest we head for the back room.
Huh? But why?
I will explain later. There's nothing suspicious about me knowing this. In any case, let's try to find an entrance.
He is going to actually have access to it. Because why wouldn't he?
Yeah, doesn't he kind of...
They work together,
yeah.
So he's a member. I remember when we, back in that first episode, looking at this, we actually thought that it was the real world.
Yeah.
But we didn't know anything about the cognitive stuff because Persona has never done that before.
Yes.
It's never had fake people, so it was just pretty interesting. Ah, finally an enemy! I guess I better, like, hide from it or something, though. Who cares? Just ambush it.
It doesn't matter.
Just walk up and take it out. That's how it works.
The wine bottle.
Oh, unicorn!
Successful.
Alright! It's like, what? 6 levels lower than us?
Try something else.
All it's going to do is assault dive.
I think you know who to use then. I mean, these things are not a threat to us. What do you want?
Alright, Akechi.
Yes! Yes, we need to find this.
Robin Hood! It'll be a massacre!
Beat him up.
Oh my god! My sole interest is to uncover the truth as he spins and is like, witness my symphony! And he's got this crazed look in his eyes.
Oh god!
I mean, on the one hand, it was cool, but on the other hand, it's...
kind of scared. His archetype is not thievy. Like, nothing about him is thievy. It just seems like he's the odd one out.
Well, yeah.
You know what I mean?
The Javert is important. The Zenigata is important.
Ah, that makes sense.
It's like, and cooperating with them ultimately is kind of also pretty tropey.
Yeah.
Everything here is weak to light and dark.
Of course it is, because we need to show off Akechi.
So Dai Sojo really was a specific guy.
Yeah, he was a specific monk.
Ooh, Joker.
Now I'll die. Oh wow,
Dang, that's
they ate
pretty
it.
tough.
It doesn't really matter though.
Yeah, I mean, they're toast.
Man, even as an enemy, it has Bless Boost?
Huh!
Did they give this thing enough abilities? And of course it's weak to dark. Prepare to die.
You need my help?
And we get Akechi's follow-up already.
Excellent!
That's awesome! Feels like it was right out of Super Robot Wars, though, doesn't it?
Yeah! Clearly, this character was designed to appeal specifically to you,
Seems
David.
they were not a very formidable opponent.
Indeed.
It seems this is the back room.
Then let us check around. We may find something useful.
My quad.
Whee! I get it. You mean some kind of customer data terminal. Haha, I'm glad you're so quick to understand. Though even if I were to find such a terminal, there is nothing my meager skills could do about it. Wink, wink. That's where I come in. Leave it to me.
Now that the team's all assembled, I'm actually going to walk out over here. I think there was something else in the room. What? I understand. It's not dramatic, but I'm going to do it anyway.
True form.
Akechi, go!
Nice!
That was freaking great.
It was.
Boo.
Well, if they spend their turn charging, they're toast. Oh.
That's going to be a lot of damage.
You better. Well, good thing he's almost dead, huh?
Yeah.
Well, you better kill him.
Enemies. Don't worry though. They're no big
I
deal.
mean, let's be perfectly honest. We're so strong.
Still,
My thanks.
we could easily get mashed by making the wrong move.
That is fair.
See? I mean, look at that.
They sense their natural foe.
It's that kick, you know? And there's something sort of musical about the way
Yeah.
that he's got his hands out.
Uh-huh.
The singing crow.
It's great. I love Akechi.
What does that say? Black and white?
Black and white.
Oh, black and white.
Yeah, not black and white. That's a different game.
Everyone's enemy. Winner joke all.
Take. That's the take. Winner take all.
That
winner
is
joke
fake.
all makes absolutely no sense.
Shut up! You know, I remember this back from the first episode. We kind of commented on all these signs.
I guess you're right. Success.
We didn't take the time to read them, though. Since we're here, we better. What is that?
That's success. Are you
Oh,
talking about
winner. Winner.
Victory addiction.
Victory addiction definitely sounds a lot like Psy, doesn't it? But
Poker chips.
oh, I was like, are those like Roombas?
Maybe yes, maybe both.
What's that one?
Which one?
No, that's the victory addiction.
Yeah.
Victory addiction. That says it all. Okay, so the black and white meaning is quite obvious. Like there's good and there's bad. And I'm good and you're bad.
Yep.
The end.
Everything's black and white. There's no gray.
Although it is a tradition in Persona for the last character, at least with 4 and 5 we get this. I
haven't played 3.
I don't know about 3. But for the last character to have both light and dark. In the context of the black and white thing here, what does it say that Akechi has both black and white?
Yeah.
That's not a coincidence. It doesn't even attack.
You're right. That's suspicious. Wait, what's Makara Karn do? Just a magic barrier?
Yeah.
That may be what their strategy is. Also, what's
They heal.
with this? What's with this card tornado?
Oh, it's something of a rave.
But that wasn't in the other fights.
It's just in this room, apparently. It's awesome. I can't say at this time what it would mean.
Yeah. I just wasn't sure if it was some sort of special, like...
No, there's nothing mechanical to it.
I don't know. Maybe they'll summon stuff. I don't know.
Megaton Raid!
Oh, you got
Miss. Megaton Raid! The enemies here are extremely sturdy. They should
Yeah.
be, though, huh?
Excellent. Wait, they'll just use energy raid. Oh no, our strategy of despair won't work! Unless we despair the other one. Damon, you know what must be done.
Surely that won't be necessary.
Energy drop, yep, okay.
That is excellent. Okay, Akechi, it's not really... there's not much of a point, but I must see you shoot the ray gun. I also like his ammo.
Armed and ready.
Huh, okay, cool. It's just a ray gun. What do you want? Is it just me, or are there, like, no places to hide?
That kind of makes sense if you think about it. From like a cognitive perspective.
I guess so, because everything here, as a prosecutor, her purpose is to destroy enemies and not to provide them with any shadows they can slink about in.
Well, not weak to anything.
Oh yeah.
Got counterattack.
My skills exceed yours.
That's kind of intimidating.
Heaven lasers!
Move on.
Huh, not too much damage.
Isn't its endurance really high?
So I guess the battles here are just really going to be these knockdown, drag-out fights.
Space.
What kind of room is this?
It's a sitting room?
Like a break room or something?
Well, if you turn around, you'll see like a little podium thing. Oh, that's a trash can, isn't it? Yeah, it's a trash can. That's not a podium.
This is where all the employees come to sit to listen to the garbage speak. That is whack. I demand whack.
I'll whack you in the head if you don't stop.
I demand whack. Ow.
Well, that kind of looked like something we could interact with, but I guess it wasn't.
Very flat. At some point, I really need to pay attention to the lyrics of this song. I could have sworn that there is just a line, give in to temptation.
Oh my.
Oh. What is that?
Chips. Poker chips, I'd imagine.
I mean, I guess...
Kind of hard to tell? Maybe cards?
Doesn't it look just like vaguely blood-like? Even
little
if it's
bit,
not,
yeah.
it's clearly meant to evoke that.
Yeah, that makes good sense.
And again, size distortion is like for her own success.
Yeah.
Hence like all the winner take all and success and victory addiction. It's all really pretty obvious, right? But in thinking about this and sort of listening to that song, I mean, I'm wondering how much of this palace can sort of be related to Akechi as well. I'm not so sure that we can say that.
Right.
You know, we have the black and white, which, I mean, again, I'm sorry, hold on. Darn, I wanted to jump in there. I get that the black and white is something that you would, like we already talked about it, but couldn't you also say that we do kind of have Sai in black and Akechi in white?
Yeah, that's a good point.
But
and a lot of these things can also apply to Akechi as well. The winner take all, the success.
Possibly. We don't actually know if that's really how he thinks or not. All we know is that he does strongly value the truth.
Yeah.
And justice. But I think that it's very... I mean, that's why I brought it up, though. I believe that it's... Oh, there's an enemy. I guess I ought to pay attention to the Uh-oh.
We're in trouble.
What, did they sneak up on you?
Good job, gang!
Still got the advantage. Just hold out.
Persona!
It doesn't matter what I do.
Yeah.
Boy, it sure did suck that I got ambushed.
Okay.
Man, how inconsiderate of the bad guys to attack us while we're talking.
What actually were we talking about? I don't even remember anymore.
We were talking about how, like, Akechi could potentially, like,
how the palace could sort of apply to him?
A little bit.
And no, it may not. So far, other than the music, I'm not really a fan of the palace so far. I'm not saying, like, I hate it, worst palace ever, but, like, there's nothing about it that's really... Oh, yes, keycard, got it. There's nothing about it that's really, like, making it stick out, though, except for all these signs, but these signs are everywhere in the back room.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
and this is, like, the back room employee area.
I guess you could call them signs. Was that a bit of a stretch?
I don't know if you're Monkey D. Luffy or Plastic Man or what's his name from the Fantastic Four.
Mr. Fantastic.
But you are really good at these stretches. You stretch.
I'm so sorry.
You stretch longer than anyone else does.
Now, Robin.
What is the point if it's weak? If it's weak to instant death?
Yeah, and 4 they always hit.
Oh well.
Maybe it's different since Curse is a damage type as well. Maybe being weak to Curse doesn't mean you're weak to Mudon.
Rabbit snap. Ready when you are.
Man, he is just jumping in all over the place.
Following up.
Crow, looking good.
Okay, that's what I've been trying to remember this whole time. So, despite the fact that Akechi has been around the whole game, and that we have a pretty good sense of him, you know, our perspective as the player and the sorts of things that we have seen are not the sorts of things that the thieves have seen.
Right.
So nobody else really knows him at all, and really trusts Akechi at all.
Right.
And doesn't it feel like he's almost not really here? Like, he doesn't even have much of a presence in this team yet.
That's true.
Because he's kind of not really part of it.
That's a treasure
Yeah. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
And I just think that that's interesting is all. I mean, I'm not sure if it's something that's really been intentionally communicated or even communicated by anything the game has done at all. But oh, that was the keycard door. But the way that the way that this palace has gone so far is just making me think of like the great distance.
Is there a safe room around?
Between Akechi and the rest of the Phantom Thieves?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I quite legitimately think I may be reading too much into that though.
Quite possibly.
Also, all the signs are in the staff area, the employee-only rooms, where you're not supposed to show this stuff to the customers, i.e. the public.
Right.
I don't think I've gotten that out yet. That's the only reason I said that. You want to fight about it?
Let's go, man. There could be only one. Oh no, a high-powered bad guy. It's probably a mini-boss.
He's not moving. I mean, because we need to go this way. I like your response. Oh no, a high-powered bad guy. We're doomed. Yet, this is the sort of thinking that inevitably gets us in great trouble.
I know. I just can't stop. I'm addicted to it.
It's good that we're honest about our addiction.
Wait, I can sense a powerful enemy beyond that door.
Kill it!
You can do it. I'll do my best to support you guys too. Mother trucker!
I love how we even got to ambush it. Ew!
Surprise attack successful. Now just
Wait, why does it say Midnight Queen? Don't we have her?
Yeah, but this is a mini-boss class, like you said.
Ah, okay.
So, I don't remember what she was weak to.
Well, we know she's going to hit really hard with magic.
Let's find out what she was weak to, at least what Queen Mab was.
Right. Wind. Ah, Skaha is apparently how you say it.
Try this!
You're mine.
Well,
The problem is Akechi doesn't have too much of a chance to show off.
yeah,
Sort of like Haru.
I suppose so.
Breathe and move on.
After Attack Master,
Uh-huh.
doesn't it feel like the other characters are almost useless?
Because they don't start with Attack Master.
shall we?
Yeah! Like, Geno's coming into these battles and dealing like half their hit points. Ew, that hurt.
Ow. Oh!
Are you
Oh! Oh, he's so...
Ha ha ha!
Queen's in danger?
Oh, God!
Really?
Everything's gone to pot!
Let's just,
My thanks.
get a little bit more livey lives.
Yeah. That's fine, she can take it.
Jack left.
And everybody's been just fine.
And now Akechi's going to save the day!
Go, Akechi!
I said Akechi's going to save the day! Why do you make a liar out of me, Akechi?
Okay. Joker's mad now.
No more playing around.
Wasn't that kind of pathetic? I mean, it was just like, enemy weak, like, you know, we
Yeah.
often do, and we just got blasted, like, we got the crap blasted
And
out
we
of
still
us.
came back out from it.
And nobody went down, and we just stuck it out and beat them. Oh well, we got it. That's all that counts.
Hey, it dropped something. Is this some kind of key card?
Nice find. Maybe this will let us open that barred door. Thrilling! So these signs are plastered everywhere in the employee area, out of prying eyes.
Uh-huh.
And everything is all prim and proper.
Out front, yeah.
Well, gaudy and showy. See, that's the reason why I thought it was weird to have this,
Now's our chance. Beat 'em up.
have a place like this be for Sai.
Mm-hmm.
But we haven't really interacted with her all that much. She might actually think she's more showy and theatric
Quite possibly,
than
yeah.
she is, or she is more showy and theatric than she is.
Yeah.
I really want to learn that dance move!
I really like his mask, too, in that pose.
It works here. I know I'm kind of sick of seeing Plague Doctor masks, though. It's not that necessarily there've really been a whole lot of them
Uh-huh.
lately. It feels like I've seen a lot lately from what I have specifically chosen to do, and I'm getting irritated by the aesthetic.
Hey,
Okay, is it this one?
Maybe.
Oh, good. I really did not want it to have to be a, like, find all the key cards moment.
Right? Get it!
is that a rare one? Don't let it get away.
Oh, well, hello.
Oh, nice!
Amazing, Joker.
Why worry about anything else? Orlov, huh?
I wonder what abilities it's going to have.
I do like the Chaos Emerald Chow look to all of them.
Yeah.
It makes it clear that they're not really regular Persona. So this has medium level. Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. A diamond stolen from a Hindu temple that's said to drive its owner to their death.
I'm so glad we have it.
It was cut into smaller pieces in an attempt to break the curse. I kind of want to read about this thing on Wikipedia now. Something else has occurred to me.
Uh-huh.
Maybe I should be using Rage on all these really durable enemies that the other party members are having a hard time damaging. In fact, a whole lot of Persona have popped up recently with Rage, and I've actually kind of turned some of them down, like Red Rider, which is clearly supposed to be War of the Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse.
That's a good point.
Of course, Giramekala has it, because Giramekala kills everything.
Just don't give them an action. Ever.
Well, you know, in Persona 4, the further you got in the game, the more... It's not that the other characters were weak, but the more dominating the hero became.
Yeah, because he has all those Persona, they all have their own stats and abilities and just everything. Haru! What are you doing? Joker, take a look at that. Talk about being heavily guarded. They're practically screaming at us about how there's something important in there.
Yeah, thanks a lot, guys. Now we know where to go.
It would be foolish to overlook this, though perhaps even more foolish to meet them head on. What is your call, Joker?
Well, let's just do what we did last time and get him from the back.
You got it.
Hi, guys! We're over here! Can you see us? We're the Phantom Thieves! Oh, hello there! Ooh, there's a terminal in here. I should be able to use it to get into the customer database.
Okay, then, let's hurry up and take that big, scary-looking guy down. But, I mean, I want to sneak up on these guys first. Hey!
It's also deadbolted. I guess we need the key from this guy. I mean, look at that.
Is that how it works? Oh, well, whatever, let's go.
Shall we do this, Joker? Very well, then. We shall defeat it at once. Oh! Oh my god!
Okay, so that's Auspicious Pachyderm. Is that the one we were talking about last time that we thought Giramekala was?
Vishnu?
Vishnu,
maybe?
or whatever, or Krishna, or I don't know too much about Hindu gods.
I think that's Vishnu.
Anyway, the Auspicious Pachyderm.
Yeah.
Maybe my opening move shouldn't be Rage.
Probably not, especially if it's a mini-boss.
Try this. Okay, so you're actually kind of a putz?
I'm suspicious.
Understood. Aha, okay.
I'm just suspicious of him.
I'm suspicious too.
Uh-oh!
Okay, so that means he's going to start using things like Tempest Slash or Swift Strike.
That's correct.
Next up.
And he's going to go because everybody...
Yeah, because he's fast.
So I really
better keep on... Yeah, better keep him on.
It's time. Ravish them.
So? Woo!
And he didn't get the critical off!
That's amazing. Like, just amazingly bad. Man, you're just some kind of putz here, Vishnu.
Bittersweet gamers randomly luck out again!
I suspect he may be weak to electricity, to lightning. Just an inkling.
That is an interesting point you raised. That may be true, yes.
I don't see any reason he'd have it otherwise. Or he's weak to Psy, and now he's doomed. He looks so sad sitting on his butt like, ooh.
Honestly, this guy is cute, isn't he?
A little bit, yeah.
Beautiful every time.
Adieu.
That intense look. I'm sure about the time that we start complaining about it being too easy, that's when the tougher enemies will show up.
Yeah.
Huh. Let me drop some cards.
Ah, aren't those what we are looking for? Oh, there are no names on them. They'll be unusable if they remain unregistered. Whee! I can handle that.
So now we get to be employees? I'm just determined to be an employee of the palace. It happened last time too.
Okay, first registration complete. I wasn't sure what name to give it, so I just thought of a random one. Taro Tanaka.
But I mean, that's sort of like a John Smith kind of thing.
That's way too simple. Aren't they gonna figure that out? They already know what we look like and that we've intruded into the palace. Then again, it's probably better to be safe than sorry.
Yeah, we already have run into Sae, and she said just come, and...
Okay, the fake name for this card is a little more elaborate this time. Shinji Nakanomatsu.
Nakanomatsu, huh? That sounds sort of like a... like Sengoku period sort of name. And of course the map.
I also found a map of the casino. Joker, you can hold on to this card in the map. Don't lose them, okay?
Okay, so I'm Nakanomatsu Shinji. Got it.
As for the Taro Tanaka card, Crow, get rid of it next time you see a garbage can.
Huh.
Why me?
He does seem like a John Smith.
These kinds of chores always fall to the newbie,
He does.
and there isn't anything else going on about here at all.
Yeah, that's clearly important.
Oh, he seems a little so dejected. Look, I found the perfect exit. Let's hurry up and get out of here. On you first.
We can use that elevator now, right? Isn't that where we're supposed to go?
According to the map, it would be quicker to use this path than go back the way we came. Come, let's hurry on.
But I gotta beat those enemies. So...
And they left the third one there.
Because they are going to need access to these cards to execute the plan.
Now then, let's return to the elevator.
Now exactly what the plan's going to be, we're just assuming that it's Joker gets caught on purpose and Futaba is definitely in on the whole thing.
Yeah. Can we open the door? Oh, okay, we can't just unlock it.
Well, that's why I was saying, if it was deadbolted, like, why would it have been like that?
Now let's ambush them. Let's give them a good ambushing.
Oh, they're gone.
Oh,
There's-
that makes me sad.
See, they were guarding the very important room, but then they no longer... Then they, even though they don't know about it, the reason they were guarding the room disappeared.
I see.
And...
From a cognitive standpoint, that makes a whole lot of sense.
Oh, actually it does. I was about to kind of mock them for being silly and foolish, but cognitively that... Ooh.
Smoke cigar!
Now look, kid, you've tried to sell me some pretty strange things, but this one takes the cake. Oh, what a map! It covers every place we've already been.
How useful!
Huh, I wonder if that means this is gonna be a smallish palace.
Maybe.
I'll reveal your true.
The enemies are so durable. I mean, it's like they're chewing up resources. We don't have anything to worry about,
Yeah.
but that just seems like it would be a good reason to... Pew, pew! Just seems like that'd be a good reason to make the dungeon kind of small if
Yeah.
you have
It's just
to...
made really tough.
Yeah. That is amazing.
He is a showman, if you think about it.
Okay.
Point taken. No, you are absolutely right. Akechi is dramatic. Even though he has a calm personality and generally acts like reasonable, you know, that's part of his actual TV persona. He does way more media than you would expect, like a kid to do,
Right.
Especially in his position. It's like where, how to put it? Like Haru is the rich heiress or successor to the wealthy Okumura family, and she gets the, what was it, celebrity talk ability that like all the negotiator, like every character has negotiation ability, but Akechi is actually the celebrity, not Haru.
Yeah.
Because he's out in the open and people know who he is because he's, you know, telegenic, and even though he's reserved, he is theatrical as part of his show.
Yeah.
So now that he's here,
he can break
quote
loose,
unquote,
bust loose.
rebelling,
Yeah.
that he can totally bust loose with all the physical theatrics. The fact that even though he's really smart, he's still young and actually has a sense of fantasy. He's still a kid, you know. That's why he has a toy lightsaber
And a ray gun.
and a ray gun that through the cognitive world become real weapons.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy's willing to spend tons. Make sure he keeps losing.
And the guests at number 48 and number 92. It's about time they hit a huge loss as well. Looks like this is where they keep surveillance on the casino. Let's go elsewhere before they surveil us.
Okay, so this means that Sai understands that there's an element that some people just won't win
Yeah, she is acknowledging
because of the system.
She is acknowledging the corruption of the existing system, which is, of course, one of the primary themes of this game.
Yes.
And for her distortion, she is willing to go along with and utilize that corruption.
Yeah.
Even though she's distorted like this, though, her boss is trying to get rid of her because she's too much on the straight and narrow.
Yes.
Now, Robin.
And there it goes. Good one, Crow.
Now switch to Jito.
And hit them really hard.
But what's the hardest way I can hit?
Don't you have someone with Tempest Strike?
That did not end up working out the way I was wanting it to work.
Huh?
Everything is just so stinking durable, you know?
Took one out. Out of our way.
Kill them! Woo!
Good work.
Yeesh.
Takes care of that.
No, I mentioned this before. I just gotta say it again, though. I still am having a really hard time reconciling the imagery of a casino.
Feel your true.
Right.
Ah,
I think the casino imagery is because her job, being successful in her job,
you
like
can't
she has
say,
to take a lot of risks.
it's like the risk angle is the only way. Oi! The risk angle, it seems to be like the only way it would make sense. Because it's certainly not the gambling angle.
Right. It's just the risk versus reward sort of thing.
Or perhaps like the extreme, like an extreme kind of gamble. Everybody else is going to lose, but I'm going to succeed.
Yeah.
Well, considering we really haven't run into her.
I'm sure it'll make a lot more sense when we run into her, yeah.
Ah!
Now remember, we have to go through the vent from up here
Why?
to get down to the... Because that's going to lead out.
Oh, dang, you're right. Come on, man. I'm just running around, jumping, platforming. Just trying to live life, yo. Why you gotta get in my way? Don't you want me to live life?
I do want you to live life, but I don't want you to be whack while doing it.
I demand to be whack! Quite whack.
One knocked down. Let him have it, Skull.
We almost never get to see that.
I know, right? We don't know anything about how the judicial system in Japan Japan works, right?
Let's go.
Like,
Like there's no jury, right?
correct. It's the prosecutor's. It's like the prosecutor's job to make the case to the judge,
And then the judge decides?
and the judge decides.
Okay, maybe that's how it is. The judge is the dealer in this case.
Good one, Crow.
Because ultimately doesn't the decision lie with the judge? So if the judge isn't going to accept the information, then he's going to give a ruling that doesn't mesh with...
But what does that have to do with Sai?
Don't worry, though. They're no big deal.
And especially for a judicial system that quite famously has such a high conviction rate,
I'm not done.
that makes it
Maybe
less
because
of a
of-
gamble.
Well, maybe because of corruption. Like maybe a lot of people
That makes
should-
it less of a gamble, though.
It's time.
Okay, I was
Go down.
trying.
No, I'm not criticizing that. That's like, I mean, that's like a good path to go down, but
Go. I'll do my best.
Yeah.
like this game is not saying that, oh, the system is so corrupt the criminals get away.
Takes care of that. Let's
Well, kind of. Look at Cheeto.
That may be a
What happened to her father, though? I can't remember.
He died on the job. That doesn't necessarily mean that
Yeah.
there was something squirrely behind it. I think he was just a police officer and he died.
Okay. Time to access the VIP lounge.
So, if we scan that member's card, the elevator should work, right?
Authentication complete. You can now access the following floors. The standard floor. The members floor.
It didn't say nothing about the one for the manager. Well,
Darn
the
it!
floors we have access to are limited by player ranking.
I either want to do some playing around in the casino or would like to actually interact with Sai.
Right?
Like, chasing around random shadows is not what I want to do right now, darn it!
That must mean the members floor is the highest we can go for now. It's impossible to mess with the data on the card, too. It's nothing like the ones I've seen before.
Because she is secure and doesn't have empty, sloppy thinking,
Yeah.
and isn't going to allow for any sort of holes or weaknesses in her cognition.
Uh-huh.
So we can't go directly to the manager's floor. In that case, what exactly should we do?
Our first move should be to head upward. Either way, we have no more business on this floor. Everyone cram in!
That is a huge elevator. Hello?
Hi.
I guess I asked for that one. Wasn't even surprised at this point. Here we go. Just what I wanted.
Sis,
You want to just get this over with right now, huh?
Let's... Well,
What?
I mean, we can't just fight
Yeah.
right now.
That makes this easy. Bring it on.
Do not speak to me as though you are my equal. I am the manager of this casino, as well as its #1 player. At the moment, you lack the qualifications to fight me.
Are we going to play blackjack?
Okay, so again, obsession with that status that comes from... Well, I mean, we've seen her obsession with status.
Right.
It just manifests differently than I was expecting, I guess.
Yeah.
It would seem she looks down on us.
And what if we would like to battle you no matter what?
I had to win time and time again in order to reach my #1 rank.
Right.
If you want to face me, you must continue to win as well.
Win against what?
continue
yeah.
to win?
It must have to do with the fact that this place is a casino.
And again, Makoto is staying pretty quiet, but it's not going to stay like that.
Yeah,
It's not going to stay like that.
Correct. Do you have the confidence to win?
We might just pull the rug out from underneath you if you aren't careful.
I don't expect much from you, but I'll be waiting.
That face isn't quite as epic as some we've seen yet, but I'm waiting for it. Every ruler's had an epic face, except, like, Futaba's, obviously.
You mean like something completely flarking ridiculous?
Yeah.
This may be size. Huh.
And now we spend 6 hours at a slot machine.
No, that's way too realistic.
Different from our prior opponents. She'd rather scheme than defeat us with brute force. It's going up.
I wasn't expecting to come all the way to a palace only to end up gambling.
But then what do you expect to do when you come all the way to a palace?
Fight shadows.
Fair enough! I was joking.
Anything like this.
I was joking, everyone.
I mean, you know, we live in Oklahoma. There really are a lot of tribal casinos all over the place, and there is a really big, really pretty well-known one, like just a few miles away. I've been there, but I've never actually played. I've
never played at a casino.
I just ended up going there and looking around, but it just seems kind of crazy to me, like a giant waste of time and effort.
Well, these things are geared towards people with addictive personalities.
I mean, I've got an addictive personality, which is maybe a reason why I haven't played.
What about you guys?
I prefer Old Maid.
Looks like this is going to take longer than expected.
Huh. And for that matter, what is up with the cards flying through the air?
That's a good question.
I'm probably gonna have to think on this, like spend some time on it.
We don't got time to waste.
You know, maybe it's that Psy's a prosecutor.
Correct.
Which means everyone she goes against is an assumed criminal.
Right.
It may be that she views herself as the dealer, and everyone who goes against her is just out of luck.
Perhaps?
Maybe, I mean...
But she...
It's hard to get a solid grasp on this,
All we've seen from her is that... she seems more like she's down on her luck. The one thing that she's really done...
Maybe actively that's the source of the distortion, then.
You might be right about that. To clarify what I was saying, the only thing we've really seen her actually do was go out on a limb trying to bully Sojiro by threatening to take Futaba away.
She also
she failed to do that.
Mm-hmm. She also worked with the police to try and catch Kaneshiro and failed
because of the Phantom Thieves.
And now she's
she's been on the thieves investigation, but I mean she hasn't exactly failed at that.
Not
In
yet.
fact, she thinks she's succeeding at it.
Exactly.
Because actually she is succeeding at it.
Right.
That's sort of the point.
But if
she's going to catch the thieves if time runs out.
But couldn't you kind of view her working with the police to catch Kaneshiro as kind of a gamble to get a promotion?
I mean, yeah.
And this is a gamble because if she fails, she's gone.
Yeah. the thing is with Kamoshida, with Madarame, with Kaneshiro, with Futaba, with Okumura. Everything was so solid, and it was easy to I mean, the interpretations maybe took us some time to come up with them, okay? But when we had that interpretation, it was solid and easy and, like, satisfying, and it made sense. And I feel like we lacked that here.
It just means that there's maybe more going on with her than with the others, potentially.
Remember, she is one of the main antagonists of the game.
Yes, she's probably a little... Not trying to say that everyone else is uncomplex or simple or anything.
Right.
But her circumstances are very unique, and there's a lot of stuff we don't know that could be factoring into this.
Alternately, it could be that they just wanted to have a casino because of thief trope.
Oh, I hope not.
No need to worry. Leave this to me.
I mean, they've done so well with all the other casinos. A palace is making sense and fitting thematically. Why would they scrimp out now?
I agree.
You know how to do this?
I'm well informed on what it takes to win. In any case, we need to hurry and change her heart.
That makes a lot of sense. You know, we had speculated, but there was no real evidence we had that, you know, a lot of this stuff applies to Akechi. I mean, certainly the fact that Sai is wearing black and Akechi is wearing white. And plus the end with the fusion, I suppose, something like that. That Akechi is also, like, win at all costs.
Yeah.
If she acts recklessly, both her chances of promotion and reputation as a prosecutor will drop greatly. Sai-san didn't used to be like this, did she?
That is correct. The impression she always gave off and the impression she gives off in the interrogation is...
My sister must have lost her sense of justice because her desires became distorted.
Yeah, she seemed extremely fair.
Yeah.
Like, after a point, she's like, I'm actually beginning to believe your testimony, and if
it corroborates with everything.
If you look at the facts, this all lines up. So I really want to know where this is going.
Yeah.
Do you think there was a particular event that triggered her palace's creation?
Surely it's not just like the death of their father. That was too long ago.
No,
and then she didn't have a career
failing to capture Kaneshiro. She didn't get her promotion.
That is where we saw like that distorted whoosh and assumed that she had a palace at that time. Yeah.
I believe it's related to my father's death.
Or maybe it's just something.
Maybe
it's something that was inside of her, but with the Kaneshiro thing, it just blossomed.
I guess part of my idea with that is that she assumed her father failed. Her father lost because
We just don't know too much about her father's
My
death.
sister took on all the responsibilities of dealing with it herself. Trying to earn a living wage, gain a promotion in a male society, and uphold justice at the same time. Those things may have weighed her down and led to the distortion within her heart.
My apologies, but we don't have time to be sentimental. The longer we wait, the more people will learn about us. The investigation will advance as well. Hence, we must infiltrate this palace as quickly as possible.
Hey, it's only been a few days. Come on,
Right,
we are
yeah.
rushing.
I mean, geez.
She did challenge us to reach her after all.
Akechi, you are the newbie. You don't understand how much we've put it off before.
Are we sure the change of heart's going to happen? Don't you start!
We don't even pay attention to the change of heart text. Oh my god.
Nijima's treasure must be at her managerial base of operations.
Right?
Either way, we have to get there.
Let's review our situation. So, what exactly do we need to do?
It should be quite clear we must play in the casino and win. Customers are divided into the different floors based on the rank of their play. If we wish to enter a higher floor, we will need to increase our rank.
This is different.
Yep.
So that means we gotta win and gain the right to head up.
Now, do we play games or do we beat up mini-bosses?
And as I mentioned earlier, a different kind of member's card is used depending on your rank. We'll have to obtain a card for the high limit floor somewhere around here.
Ah, okay.
For real? What a pain. Why don't we begin by walking around this floor? That should be a good method of gaining intel.
So does that mean all we have to do is wander around here?
It doesn't look like there's shadows, but there's doors too.
Wander around and beat up whatever enemies we find until we find the better cards?
I guess?
But what does that have to do with, like, playing and winning? I mean, just fighting, I guess.
Right?
Ah! Compared to how it normally is, we're so confused! So, you played any games for fun these days?
I've been on my second playthrough of Bloodborne.
Man, I am really glad you finally got to that. I knew you would really like it. What do you think?
I'm on my second playthrough, aren't I?
Yeah, that's a good point. You know, thinking about it like that, I've actually been playing Darkwood lately, and, I mean, thinking about it, man, don't you think it's weird that here at the Christmas season, both of us are playing very challenging horror games? I mean, what does that mean?
I prefer not to think about it too much.
Yeah.
So I got my hair cut.
Oh yeah, looks good, looks good.
You didn't think that through so well, did you?